Grapes are a delicious and rewarding fruit to grow at home. Not only do they offer a burst of sweetness and flavor, but they also add a touch of beauty and elegance to any garden or outdoor space. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, growing grapes can be a fun and fulfilling project that brings a sense of accomplishment and joy. The great thing about grapes is their versatility. Whether you have a large backyard, a small garden, or even just a sunny balcony or patio, you can still enjoy the taste of fresh, homegrown grapes. Grapevines can thrive in pots, containers, or directly in the ground, making them accessible to almost everyone, no matter your living situation. The first and perhaps most important step is choosing the right grape variety for your climate and space. Grapes come in many different types, each with its own unique flavor, color, and growing requirements. Some are better suited for eating fresh, while others are perfect for making juice, jelly, or even wine. Climate plays a huge role in grape selection. Some grape varieties absolutely love long, hot summers with plenty of sunshine, while others are more tolerant of cooler, shorter growing seasons. If you live in a region with cold winters, look for hardy varieties that can withstand frost. On the other hand, if your summers are hot and dry, there are grapes that will thrive in those conditions too. Don't hesitate to ask your local nursery or garden center for advice on the best grape varieties for your area. The staff are usually very knowledgeable and can help you find a grape that will flourish in your specific climate and soil conditions. You can also reach out to local gardening clubs or community gardens for tips and recommendations. Next, think about what kind of grapes you actually enjoy eating. Grapes come in a rainbow of colors and a wide range of flavors, from super sweet to refreshingly tart. Some people love the crispness of green grapes, while others prefer the rich, juicy taste of red or purple varieties. There are even seedless options if you want a fuss-free snacking experience. Ask yourself, do you prefer sweet green grapes, juicy red grapes, or maybe tart purple grapes? Are you looking for grapes to eat fresh, or do you want to try your hand at making homemade jams, jellies, or even wine? Your personal taste and intended use will help narrow down your choices. Once you've considered your climate, space, and taste preferences, you can start to narrow down your options. Make a list of varieties that fit your needs and do a little research on each one. Look for information on disease resistance, growth habits, and care requirements to make sure you're picking a grape that will thrive in your garden. Don't be afraid to ask for recommendations from experienced gardeners, nursery staff, or even online gardening communities. People who have grown grapes in your area can offer valuable insights and tips that you won't find on a plant tag or in a book. With a little research and some thoughtful planning, you'll be well on your way to growing your own delicious grapes at home. Remember, the right variety makes all the difference. So take your time and enjoy the process of picking your perfect grape. Soon, you'll be harvesting sweet, juicy clusters right from your own garden or balcony and savoring the fruits of your labor for seasons to come. Starting with a healthy grapevine from a nursery gives you a head start. Look for vines that are 1 or 2 years old. They should have strong, well-developed roots and healthy green leaves. Check the stems for any signs of damage or disease, and look for plump buds that will soon grow into branches. It's best to avoid vines with yellow leaves, dry roots, or a weak structure. When it comes to growing grapes at home, one of the first and most important decisions you'll make is where your grapevine will live. Grapes are surprisingly adaptable and can thrive in both pots and directly in the ground, making them a great choice for gardeners with all kinds of spaces, from sprawling backyards to cozy balconies. If you're working with limited space, such as a balcony, patio, or a small urban garden, growing grapes in pots is a fantastic option. Container gardening allows you to control the soil quality, move your plants to catch the best sunlight, and even bring them indoors during harsh weather. For best results, choose a large pot, at least 15 to 20 gallons in size. This gives the grapevine's roots plenty of room to grow and helps the plant stay healthy and productive over the years. A sturdy, weather-resistant container is ideal, as grapevines can live for many seasons. Drainage is absolutely essential. Make sure your pot has several drainage holes at the bottom to prevent water from pooling. Grapevines are sensitive to waterlogged roots, which can quickly lead to root rot and other problems. If you have the space to plant directly in the ground, look for a spot that gets plenty of sun and has well-drained soil. Grapevines love to stretch their roots deep into the earth, so loose, sandy, or loamy soil is best. Avoid areas where water tends to collect after rain. Sunlight is another key factor. Grapes need at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day to produce sweet, juicy fruit. The more sun they get, the better your harvest will be, so choose the sunniest spot you can find. Whether you're growing in a pot or in the ground, always check that the soil drains well. Grapevines don't like to sit in soggy soil, so good drainage is key to keeping your plants healthy and happy. With the right home, your grapevine will reward you with lush growth and delicious fruit for years to come. Planting your grapevine correctly is honestly just so crucial for its growth and productivity. The very first steps you take can make all the difference between a thriving, fruit-laden vine and one that struggles to survive. Grapevines are resilient, but they do need a little extra care at the beginning to ensure they establish strong roots and healthy shoots. Whether you're planting in a pot on your balcony or directly in your backyard, the process is similar, but there are a few key details to keep in mind. If you're planting in a pot, make sure you choose a high-quality potting mix that's rich in organic matter. This will provide your grapevine with the nutrients it needs to get off to a strong start. Avoid using regular garden soil in containers, as it can become compacted and restrict root growth. Instead, look for a mix that drains well but still holds enough moisture to keep the roots happy. You might also want to add a handful of perlite or vermiculite to improve aeration and drainage, especially if you live in a humid climate. Now you'll want to dig a hole that's about twice as wide as the root ball and just as deep. This extra space gives the roots room to spread out and settle in comfortably. If your soil is heavy clay or very sandy, consider loosening the sides and bottom of the hole a bit more to help the roots penetrate the surrounding soil. Taking the time to prepare the planting hole properly can really pay off in the long run, as it encourages the vine to develop a strong, extensive root system. Gently loosen the roots of the grapevine and place it in the hole. If the roots are tightly wound or circling the root ball, tease them apart with your fingers to encourage outward growth. Position the vine so that the crown, the point where the stem meets the roots, is level with the surrounding soil. This helps prevent rot and ensures the plant grows upright. Take a moment to check that the vine is straight before you start filling in the hole. Then, backfill with soil and water deeply. As you add the soil, gently firm it around the roots to eliminate air pockets, but don't pack it down too hard. After planting, give your grapevine a thorough watering to help settle the soil and get the roots off to a good start. If you're planting during a hot or dry spell, consider adding a layer of mulch around the base to help retain moisture and keep the roots cool. Remember, consistent watering in the first few weeks is key to helping your grapevine establish itself. If you're planting in the ground, don't forget to amend the soil with compost or well-rotted manure. Mixing in organic matter not only boosts fertility, but also improves soil structure, making it easier for roots to grow and access water. Spread a generous layer of compost in the planting area and mix it in well with the existing soil. This step is especially important if your native soil is poor or lacking in nutrients. Healthy soil is the foundation of a healthy grapevine. These steps really help set your grapevine up for success. With the right start, your vine will reward you with vigorous growth, lush foliage, and in time, delicious grapes. Remember, patience and attention to detail now will pay off for years to come as your grapevine matures and flourishes in your garden. Grapes definitely need regular watering, especially during that first year after planting. Water deeply and consistently, letting the soil dry out just a bit between waterings. Also, fertilize your grapevines in spring with a balanced fertilizer. And be sure to follow the instructions on the fertilizer package carefully. Grapes need plenty of sunshine to produce sweet and juicy fruit, so keep that in mind when you're choosing your planting spot. Pruning is honestly essential for maintaining the health and productivity of your grapevines. It helps control the size and shape of the vine, improves air circulation, and encourages fruit production. The best time to prune grapes is during the dormant season, when the vines aren't actively growing. This is usually in late winter or early spring. Be sure to remove any dead, damaged, or diseased wood. Your grapevine will thank you later. After all your hard work and patience, it's finally time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grapes are typically ready for harvest in late summer or early fall. The exact timing will depend on the grape variety and your local climate, but you'll know your grapes are ripe when they're plump, juicy, and have a rich color. Honestly, the best way to tell if they're ready is just to give one a taste. Sweet success!